As the only players during the Masters era to win 3 majors before their 26th birthday. Jack won it playing in his 8th major as a pro. Tiger his 14th, Rory his 23rd. Let's spin it ahead. Jack completed a career Grand Slam in the 1966 at the age of 26 at the Open Championship at Muirfield. It was his 13th major as a pro. Tiger also captured his career Grand Slam across the pond. He won the 2000 Open Championship at St. Andrews. He was 24 years old, playing in his 15th major as a pro. And while the PGA Championship has yet to be played this year, the focus for Rory, well, that turns to Augusta. He needs to capture a green jacket to complete his career Grand Slam. He'll get his next shot at that in 262 days, as you see right there, when the 2015 Masters tees off 1 month before his 26th birthday. Well, clearly, they have money to spend, because look at this. According to Forbes, Real Madrid is the most valuable sports franchise in the world, worth approximately $3.4 billion. You have to go down $1 billion to get to the first NFL franchise, the Cowboys. And their value, by the way, it's about 19.5 times as much as the most valuable MLS franchise, the Seattle Sounders. They were valued at $175 million.
Won it in his 8th major as a pro, and Tiger won it in his 14th major as a professional. This was Rory's 23rd major. So let's spin it ahead a little bit. Jack Nicklaus won the career Grand Slam back in 1966 at the age of 26. He won the Open Championship at Muirfield. It was his 13th major as a pro. Now, Tiger also captured his career Grand Slam across the pond. He won the 2000 Open Championship at St. Andrews, just 24 years old. It was his 15th major as a professional. And while the PGA Championship has yet to be played this year, Rory's already won that, the focus for him now turns to Augusta.
He needs a question, and to help answer it, joining us for our centerpiece here on SportsCenter, college football analyst Rod Gilmore. Hey, Rod.
Hey, Linda.
Wow, welcome to college football. NFL football analyst Antonio Pierce, and more of the baseball angle with our, of course, Doug Glanville. And I want to start with the football guys. And you know, Antonio and I were just talking, Antonio being a former Giant, me being a Giant fan. I remember Greg Schiano, who was on SportsCenter earlier today, of course, what he did as the first-time head coach for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, first game of the season, all right?
If you're up by a lot late in the game, you don't throw the ball to try and get back in the game late in the fourth quarter. You're not going to try and pad your stats. At that point, if you do it, the unwritten rule is now your quarterback is going to be at risk. Because if you're going to throw, we're going to blitz and hit your quarterback. So you just in the game, that's one of the unwritten rules that you understand and you deal with score.
I want to get back to baseball, though, Doug. What about these unwritten rules in baseball? Are there too many, or does it distract from the game?
Well, I mean, you could
realize that. There'll be players everywhere with the selfies in baseball until they ban it. We know you can't do that in the NFL. You can't bring in props, Antonio.
Joe Horn did it a few years back.
Yes, we remember that.
You brought up safety, you know, and protecting yourself, and that's a huge win in our game because, you know, we have
retaliation. When is it too much? I mean, is that an issue? Should you not retaliate? Should you retaliate? What goes through the mind when you make a decision like that as a team, as a player?
Well, it's certainly different in football because retaliation, you know, you get your head taken off. I mean, baseball, it's a game of inches. It's intimidation.
NFL that we're not aware of, something that doesn't get a lot of attention. You know, we saw what happened with the victory stance and not running up the score. You could do that in both college and NFL. Is there something else that pops out at you in the NFL?
I do